I'm going to have to probably edit this little intro out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to OI Life. My name is Tony Jacobson, and we're going to get right into it. You saw the topic, the title of today's video. It's Osteogenesis Imperfecta thought. And, are you embarrassed by your OI? Now, this topic, I wasn't sure what I was going to do because it's pretty late in the day. And I was like, man, I'm not sure what I want to talk about today. And I had gotten a text from my friend James Tiley, fellow OIer. He's going to actually be on the channel next week. We're going to do an interview with him. But he had sent me a text about this person, and his name is Randy Gus, and he's actually the drummer of a band from the 80s, mid 80s, and then they just stopped touring, like just recently, a few years ago. And he sent me a text about this guy because he was like, oh, this guy left the band. He was the drummer. And he was like, do you think it was OI related? So, this just got us talking back and forth about this. And I was like, man, I didn't even know that he had OI. And so, like, James and I had this conversation, and then later on I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about. And she's like, you know what? Why don't you talk about what you and James talked about earlier and see if, like, people are embarrassed by their OI. And I was like, that's a great topic, T. Thank you. So that's what we're talking about. And so let me show you. I pulled up this Wikipedia here, and this is Randy Gus's Wikipedia. And you can see he was born in 1967, and this is what's on his Wikipedia page. Now, it talks about, down here in his personal life, it says, Gus was born in Detroit, Michigan, and moved to California when he was 4, and he currently resides in San Diego, California, and he has osteogenesis imperfecta. And, like, this is all that I see that has reference to osteogenesis imperfecta. Again, like, it's a very small reference to his OI, right? So I'm wondering, did he talk about having OI? Did he, was he embarrassed by having OI, so he just didn't ever talk about it? I know a lot of people just always say, you know what, it's just barely a part of me, so I don't really pay attention to it and whatnot. But I feel like more people that are in the limelight, that gain some sort of celebrity even, tend to not talk about it. There's a few different people that come to mind that have been, more, like, say, famous, and they just haven't talked about their OI. And to me, I mean, me personally, it's just in my opinion, I'm totally down to talk about it. I'm totally down to, uplift the community, to spread awareness. If I gain any sort of notoriety, I will definitely talk about it. I can attest to it even back in the day when I was, like, really doing music and rapping. I always had lyrics about my disability. Like, there was always something in there because my disability was always part of me. So there was always something about my disability, and I would talk about, having brittle bones and, different types of conversations like that in my music. So to me it's a little strange that people don't necessarily talk about it once they're in the limelight. And, it just brought that idea, like, are you embarrassed by your OI? Should you be embarrassed? Heck no, you shouldn't be. It should be something that you talk about. It is part of who you are. And, again, I don't really care about the severity of it, what type you have or any of that stuff. It really is a part of who you are. So why not talk about it? You can spread awareness, especially if you get notoriety. So that's, that was basically what I wanted to come on today and ask. I wanted to ask the question. All right, question of the day is that, are you embarrassed by your OI in your daily life? Do you talk about it? Do you, shy away from it? Or you feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you feel not embarrassed, but you just don't want to talk about it? I can't think of the word right now, but that's the question I want to put out to you. If you are, like, let's talk about it. Just comment below in the comments section, and let's see what's up with that, because I feel there is definitely some space to kind of have this conversation. And I definitely feel if we get notoriety, if we're out there in the world and people are listening, then we should definitely say something about it, and at least, like, at least talk about it, at least say, that we have it. I'm definitely not embarrassed by it. Most of my recent notoriety and popularity has come from me discussing my OI and discussing my disability. So I definitely think that it's a good thing to get out there and talk about it. So that's the question. I want you to comment below and let me know, what do you think? What do you think about this topic? And, should famous folks be embarrassed? Should we talk about it more? Should they talk about it more? I mean, should, but, of course, like, there is no should, right? So what do you think? All right, go ahead and comment below. Let me know. I can't wait to read all of your answers. That's it for today. Get on the OI Life email list. The link is in the description, and you can also get a copy of my book, Disable Your Disability, down there. All right, so we will see you tomorrow. Make sure you comment. All right, talk to you later.